Hey everybody, it's me, Pam, Dragon Moon Creations. Welcome back to my channel. This, me starting my videos by putting my phone up in the holder is almost as good as whenever I used to say, let me check my camera. Right. By the way, I still have one of the signs. I think I showed you one time. Now I need one that says, I hope my camera's recording right. Alright. I've been at it again. Made a couple more things out of the stack with the Tropic Bliss. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. This was one page that I didn't like. I mean, it's like, that was across the bottom, and then the whole upper part was this color. I mean, it's like, it was for layout. And so what I did was I took the top part and I lined the inside of this one, and this is another blue pad. And I had a little bit of the shell pattern left over, so I made a pocket. You can get something else down in there. My paper wrinkled just a little bit right there, so I had that washi over it. It's close enough match. And I just made this a tag. It was the one corner of that page. Anyway. No, that was a different page. This was a different page, I think. Yeah, that was a different page because I had to make tags for something else. That was a different page. And it was one where it had a border around it. So I was using the stuff in the border. But then got that little, that's the last of the blue one. And I put this little explore here. And it still doesn't want to close. It's pretty stiff. I made this one just a little bit thicker for some reason. I don't know. Okay, put that one, put it over there. And then I made a little journal. And I messed up on it. I got one signature higher than the other two, and I have no idea how I did that. I just don't know. I punched them all at the same time in the same direction, and the holes were all the same, whatever. And I did put a little eyelet in the back of this one and used some of this crinkled dyed seam binding that I had purchased from, I forget, Prairie Bird something on Etsy, and she's no longer on there anymore. And then this is another one of those stickers like this one. I get them at Dollar Tree, and it was out of this pack right here. And see, they used to be Jot, right? And I've used quite a few out of there. See, now they're Crafters Square. Same sticker pack. So, anyway, wanted to say if you like these, then yeah. But I got them back way when they were still Jot. Okay, and then this one, open it. One length of this ribbon is longer on one side, so because it has to go all the way around to the front. Anyway, I thought it looked pretty cute. I did, because the ribbon, when you tie it, you know, around the front, I just put this up here and didn't put anything down there. And I'm glad I didn't mess with it too much, because then I screwed up the signatures. But inside, I had some of that, you know, this paper, trying to use it. And this was from that other pad that was, I don't think it was this one. It wasn't that one. It was a different one in the stack. And what I did was I covered index cards with it. So they can be journaling spots. But and I did the same on the back. Only it was a different corner of the paper. Index card. And that was one of those cheap index cards too. So it stiffened it up real nice. And then all this paper, I'll show you. There's like, what I do, I wrote it down somewhere. Where was it? Now I can't find the paper. I wrote down how many, 158, you know, front and back. So there's quite a few in here. This is just regular copy paper. This is out of a smaller composition book. And then I used, I have a pad that's grid. Not grid, the dot grids, you know, like the connect the dots. And then it just goes through like that. Some of them have the decorations on the pages. And those are the ones you can get if you can find them at Dollar Tree. And then I put this paper in here, and I'll show you on the other end. Then this regular grid paper, which I cut too short. This one I did like this. So, now where was that one? Yeah, that one. What I did was I folded it like this and like this to get the 3 1/4 inches, which is all the wider I could have my pages and them not stick out the side. And then I put the pad in there like that. Anyway, I can fold it out. Anyway, and it repeats. All 3 signatures are identical, except for some minor differences. So, and then what I do is I just like this, and it needs a closure, because see, when you close it, the papers are right at the edge, so that's why 3 1/4. It measures 5 3/4 by 3 1/4, and on the papers, I think that's what the cover is too. I think I made this one out of it's either the macaroni and cheese box or a rice-a-roni box. Oh, 6. The cover is 6 by 3 1/2, and the pages are 5 3/4 by 3 1/4. So there's that one. And then I had another stack of paper I wanted to work with. I think I had told you that I had another stack of paper, and it's called the Performance Stack, and it's a very, very old DCWV. And it's a beautiful pack of paper. It's from 2011. I think it's 12 years old. And I had gotten it way back then on clearance for $8.97, and I believe that was at Joann's. But one of the things about this paper pack is so interesting is it has 6 sheets of vellum on it. That is vellum. And it's got 2 of the music notes, and this one's really beautiful right here. It has 2 of these. Whoops, came out. I was going to turn it around then. 2 of these. And then it has 2 of the brass, or the instruments in the gold. But it's very, very pretty. And of course, I didn't use the prettiest page in the pack. I remember I used this page right here in my Witch's Journal. I do believe I did use that in my Witch's Journal on one of my pages. Long time ago, Witch's Journal. Anyway, like I said, and I cut one of these out because I've got some of these all cut out somewhere and I can't find them. But they're very pretty. And I have these from Dollar Tree, and I use the piano, but these are take it out because it's such a glare. It's evening time, but these are just beautiful. They're just beautiful, and you still really can't see them, can you? Here, let me do this. Yeah. The colors are just so beautiful. Those, they call them puffy stickers, but they're just anything in that, like the other ones, the ones I used over here. They're just beautiful. The colors are gorgeous. I just love it. Oh, this were 2 pages that I took out of that performance stack because I said I will never use these. It looks like a stage. So I'll probably use them just as cardstock for the back. I'll put those over there. I figure, you know, just get real. Alright, put those back because I'm so organized. Ha, ha, ha. Alright, and then I made a card. This one. It was and I got too much, I put a little white glue on there and it hooved up on me. It says, music is the higher revelation. Music is a higher revelation than all wisdom and philosophy. That's what it says. And I had to cut this out of the corner of a page. And when I did that, there was a little, this one, I had to cut it out of the corner of this page. And this is really pretty. I might just put that on the front of a card just by itself. And it left a little piece of, like, scroll printing on there. So what I did was I took one of the cutouts and I put over it. It's not a perfect card, but it's a way to use up those very pretty musical instruments. And that is a piece of, it's a copper foil paper that I got when AC Moore was going out of business. I miss AC Moore because I don't like the Michaels I put in there. And then I lined it with the same paper that I lined right here behind it. I didn't want to line it with gold. I didn't want to line it with a flat cardstock that looked gold. I just lined it with that beige. Anyway, got my stamp on it. So those are the things that I finished today. These, of course, were set to dry last night. And I finished those today. A real disappointment in the way I run that, signing that in. Signing it in, sewing it in. But what I did was I didn't sew through the spine. I sewed it onto a piece of cardstock that was the same width and the same color. I sewed the signatures onto that, and then I glued it in with fabric tack. So it's kind of a, you know, it doesn't go through the spine. Anyway, there you go. And I appreciate you watching if you did. And if you didn't, you missed it. All right. I will come back on with some projects later. I might slow down just a little bit because, you know, I'm trying to think of what I want to make. But I'm probably going to make a few more of those. I would like, this is the only one I have of these, and I would like to use them. And I want to use on that stack. I got so inspired cleaning up my room. You ought to try it. Organized. I found some stuff I didn't know I had. Forgot I had. No. Okay. I didn't forget I had it. I just didn't know I had it because I don't even remember buying it, which is crazy. And then I picked up, remember that stuff? This is that. This is like that gold pin striping I used on my last, one of those, on the Altered Mini composition books. Well, they had like the brown, dark coppery color. But I couldn't find that little container with those in it. I didn't know where I put it. I looked all over. Finally found it back here with my laces. Now, well, how stupid is that? Okay. All right, everybody. And again, thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.